Hello friends, welcome back for another episode of Sid's Toy Box, where today we'll be reviewing the DC Multiverse Mcfarlane Collector Edition Captain Boomerang. Now, before we get going, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. So my first thoughts with this Captain Boomerang is, again, just like the Starfire, really just has me in awe. Like, this is really cool. I do like a lot of the Flash's rogues. Not a fan of all of them, but Captain Boomerang is definitely one that I like a lot, whether it's his portrayal in the Suicide Squad movie. I know the Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League game was not great, but one of the parts that I did like about it was Captain Boomerang. So I'm really excited to add this figure to my collection. Now let's get him open. Now for accessories, Captain Boomerang has quite a lot of accessories. He has one of your collector's edition stands for the figure, the card and the card holder. Always love these things. Here's a closer look at the front of the card, and a closer look at the back of the card. He comes with 3 sets of hands, the ones that come on the figure itself. These kind of trigger fingers, boomerang holders. Some kind of opened hand that you can do pose like as if he's throwing the boomerangs. Comes with 2 boomerangs. Really like these a lot. And then on the figure, here's that 3rd set of hands. You know, these are just regular fists. Jacket, a scarf. I love the soft goods jacket and scarf. This is so cool. I have Bane. I know Bane came with one of the coats, but I got the Build-A-Figure Bane, so my Bane didn't come with the coat, but this is just really cool. I love seeing these cloth goods getting added to all these Mcfarlane toys. I know a lot of the Batmans are coming with wired capes and cloth capes. Is there a wire in this? I don't feel a wire. I think this is just a regular cloth good, which is still awesome. I'm not complaining there. This is so cool. Might be one of my, just out of the box, just fiddling around with this might be one of my favorite Mcfarlanes of the year. Yeah, this is awesome. So now just with a closer look at the figure, you know, just swapped out one of the hands just so I can put a boomerang in it, but just like, I'm still blown away. I mean, that scarf is so cool. Let's take this jacket off, get a closer look at the guy. Wow. The quality of the jacket feels so nice in hand. Let's get this boomerang out. I know I just put it in. Get this jacket off. I know there's some reuse from the Grifter action figure that came out a while ago. I believe it's just the pants that were reused and repainted, as well as the arms. But everything else looks new sculpts. I mean, it works too, like the Grifter arms and legs on this Captain Boomerang. Yeah, this thing is awesome. Getting some closer looks there. Love the strap. I'm probably gonna, I don't know, man. Where do I display this? Like with my other rogues, with Flash. This is just a really cool figure. I did get that weapons pack that Mcfarlane was offering on his website, so probably gonna give this guy a boomerang in one hand and a shotgun in another. All right, well now that we got him out of the box, took a look around at him, let's check out the articulation. It's a lot of your basic Mcfarlane articulation. Nothing new here. Double jointed arms or elbows, double jointed knees. You know, you got a little swivel there, toe articulation, again, double jointed knees, double jointed arms, hand swivels around, can bend at the wrists, got the ab crunch, got swivel at the waist, head all the way around as many times as you want to go. Can do the splits, bada boom, forward, backwards. This is just an awesome figure. Really love how it feels in hand. All right, now let's see how tall this guy stands to. And I have this on the base. So he stands right at 7 inches. I know it's hard to see from the angle, but that's the 7-inch mark. That's the top of his head, where I have it to set right at 7 inches. There we go. Now for my favorite part, and if you saw my last video, I like to combine a lot of my collection of Mcfarlanes with my Marvel Select figures. So we'll do some mix and match there. But first off, let's compare Captain Boomerang to Tim Drake Robin and Barry Allen Flash. Scales well. This is actually my favorite Barry Allen that Mcfarlane Toys came out with. I really love the suit, love the Injustice storyline. To me, this is my favorite style of the Flash. Kind of reminds me of the TV show from one of the earlier seasons, the suit. So I definitely love this Flash suit. Definitely going to be pairing him with this Boomerang. And if you read the comics, then you know Tim Drake and Captain Boomerang. Well, there's some history there. Next up, let's show you some Marvel Select figures. Here's Carnage. Love this Carnage figure and the Spider-Man. Fits in pretty well, I'd say. I love that the 7-inch lines. I love, I'm not a big Marvel Legends collector. I'm not a 6-inch scale collector. I do love the 7-inch scales better. So that's why I prefer the Marvel Select. I also love the sculpt and the details of a lot of the Select figures better as well. Next up, let's look at some of the Mortal Kombats from Mcfarlane, some Katana, and I did a little bit of a customization job on this Batman Who Laughs. It has the Sky Tyrant head and hands. I just thought it looked cooler with that. And then finally, let's do a height comparison with some of the other rogues. Now again, as I said earlier in the video, at least I believe I said earlier in the video, I don't collect too many of the rogues. I do like Flash villains, but there's not like a ton of them that I'm big fans of. But I do love Reverse Flash, Captain Cold, Gorilla Grodd. Those would be the main ones that I always go towards. And side by side, scales well. I mean, he's right there. He's a little shorter than Reverse Flash, about the same height as Captain Cold. And then, let's see, Gorilla Grodd, of course, towers over him. Nothing wrong with that. Here, if you want some back-to-back comparisons. Grodd's much bigger. Reverse Flash a little taller. And about the same size as Captain Cold. Beautiful figure. This thing's awesome. Could not be happier to add him to the collection. So my final thoughts on this figure is that it's another home run by the Mcfarlane team. I love the quality of the soft goods. The figure itself's awesome. Again, there's only a few reused parts from the Grifter figure, but that doesn't bother me at all, and it fits right in perfectly. The comparisons for the height, it fits in and scales perfectly with all my other Diamond Selects and Mcfarlane figures. I'll have to show you guys a shot of my collection in my displays. It's just, I love this figure. And again, from playing the Suicide Squad game, not much to love about it, but playing as Captain Boomerang was one of the highlights for me, and that's where I think I really did become a fan of the character. Again, the movie was cool, but really in that game, just all the chaos that he causes. I know this design isn't based on the figure, but it's definitely made me love the character even more. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Sid's Toy Box, and I'll see you at the next one. Thanks, guys.